Hey, I'm back, everyone. Alright, sorry, that was... when did I even record that? That was like 7 o'clock in the morning. Jesus. Definitely show in the in post. Okay. Let's see here. Alright, let's get some music playing at first. Actually, where is it? Peachy Pie. I'm curious if I go. Maybe I'll do that later. Okay, so what we were doing. I'm going to get out my little notebook or something. Actually, I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna get it out. The only question is, where did I put it? Oh, there it is. I had a pen in my room the whole time. I need to go caveman and scratch letters or numbers onto a piece of cardboard with a screw. That's legitimately what I did, by the way. I'm not even joking. I actually used a screw to scratch off numbers on a piece of cardboard because that's what I had at the time. That's what I had at the time. I didn't want to go grab a pen. It was closest to me, so that's what I decided. I'm gonna have this out, so if I ever need to write something down, I can. This reminds me, what episode or what game did you accept? Was it Papers, Please? That he had like a notebook, and he wrote down a bunch of stuff. Oh, it was Please Don't Touch Anything. Remember, he wrote down the number, the 555-2368 on the ghost thing on the wall. Okay, where you set that? Okay, that's gonna fall. There. I'm gonna say I could put it. I'll have to do like a room tour sometime. I still don't. I was gonna try to see if I could find like any sort of. But again, this computer interface, these files are all programmed into it. So any of the so Doki Doki Literature Club Plus right now, running, these files are programmed in. You can't go. I've looked through the game files. I've looked. You cannot find these anywhere. If you get the game, you can see free. Well, if you get it on console, you really can't. But on PC, if you get DDLC Plus, you'll see you can't go through and get these files. I've tried multiple times and nothing's happened. All right, so we did this. Oh, let's see here. Again, I'm just going through. Just gonna see if I can open anything yet. But today once we get through all these, okay, so we have. I'm gonna see if I can memorize them. So 0, 3, 0. Okay. So that one we can't open yet. Then we have 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Track 06. Oh wait, track 06. I was gonna say track 06, like a song, but then again, these tracks or songs, they more of them get placed in here, so probably not this one, but what's it called? But tracks, I'm assuming that it's talking about music. Oh yeah, and yeah, real quick. I just want to go. Where is? If I view this on YouTube, I'm gonna mute this first. So I'm going back through. I just want to see something for the mail. Was that always there? It was always there. I literally just didn't notice it. Okay, well that's... You can't deny though, the music is pretty dope. So good. Okay, let's see here. So if I open this, I'm just trying to see. So the DDLC file, which I think is in that one I think is in 404. Wait, what? Hang on. Oh, wait a minute. What? Okay, wait, hang on. So here's what happens. So what I did, I clicked on it. And it says unknown error. But I typed D. Oh wait, unable to delete. Okay, I was gonna say I pressed D, and it said I need elevated access. Okay, so maybe don't press S. What, or don't press D. So what if I type, what do the other things do? Are there any other keys? Right now I'm just typing all my keys on the keyboard to see if any of them do anything. Because if D is going to do something, then maybe something else does. Okay, that was a Steam screenshot. Hopefully I didn't screw my recording from pressing all the F1 keys. Alt, Control. Oh, what the? Okay, well now I know how to window. And so pressing Alt Enter puts the game in windowed mode. Okay, that's interesting. Well, Control Alt Enter. Wait a minute, what's that? Okay, so that's just for keys. I was like, what's that at the bottom there? But no, okay. Thing is, I'm worried about deleting files because if I delete them, I don't know where they go. Well, anyway, we're not gonna focus on that right now. Right now, so our goal for this one, so was to show Natsuki our poem. I'm curious, what happens if I go what happens if I load this? I'm gonna try something. So I'm gonna... we've read all this. I'm just curious to see what happens. So wait, hang on. Okay, so what happens if we just continue the story from this? Let's see. So this is after we wrote... So... I'm just curious because I've seen the game. I've seen people play this, but it seems like every single time they go with Sayori's options. They don't really deviate. And I mean, if you haven't seen the game before, I'm not going to spoil what happens to her, but I'm just curious if that does anything there. Okay, I don't know. It doesn't really show anything different. Well, okay, well, maybe we'll do that later. Right now, we were going to... I don't know, I was curious if anything happened. I don't know if it's gonna... It's probably just makes Natsuki think less of you or something. So, I don't know. We'll just go with Sayori's option. That's what this one is. That's what this save is. But, until then... Until we complete the game, I'm just gonna stick with the main story so far. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Haha. You must have a lot of determination, starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's the whole day of school where you get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Now for Natsuki, I can see why she would be happy for that, especially eating food. And you guys will see later on, if you've already seen Doki Doki, well, even playing too, if you've already seen it, you know why I bring that up. But if you haven't, you guys will see later. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? Yeah, I didn't say that. I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. I'm not sure what she means by that. Monica. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. Oh no. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori! I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you don't need to worry so much about me. I'm fine, see? Siri shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Siri before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Siri recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Astro, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging her rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Astro. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she never really liked this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I didn't know Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just want to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Eh? Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Astro. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Eh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been. From the side story, if you guys have seen that, you definitely know that's not true. Yeah, you're so funny, Astro. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? Because Monica knows. She's seen this already. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, and I have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only concerns of those who willingly share that.
sharing that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves, but if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I'd be glad to listen.
It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori.
Sayori?
Yeah, she seems a bit off today. But when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her.
Oh? That's quite romantic.
Eh?
Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid.
It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all.
I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to dismissively...
Excuse me.
To be dismissive to you about her feelings.
Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much.
Astro, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight, and there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them.
Ah, so you think that there might be something behind it after all?
I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match with what may be going on inside her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she's fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she?
Well, I guess that was the case.
Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she?
I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Excuse me. I always record this late, so I was yawning. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. So, oh my god, I remember seeing. So I saw like I said in my previous episodes, I was watching a lot of Jacksepticeye guys play through Doki Doki, and I just remember what he said about that. Oh, you go watch his series with it. Oh, that's funny. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze.
Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware you were in you. That is, I think that she'd be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her.
Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you.
That's not a compliment, is it?
It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading?
Well, as long as you're okay with it.
Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway.
Okay, everyone. After some time passes...
Oh shoot, that's... Again, I'm so bad. I'm not as good as other people at giving voices, because always something different comes up. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room.
Why don't we share our poems now?
Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Excuse me again. Sorry. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Alright, so we wrote a poem for Natsuki this time. So that's who we're gonna... So, I've been saving Monica for last, because she always seems cheerful that I show it to her last. So I'm just gonna stick with that. But last time, let's see. Okay, so Natsuki's first. I did Sayori last time. So Yuri's gonna be last this time. Alright. Hopefully I wrote it for Natsuki.
Finally!
Eh?
This one is good. I was wondering how long it would take you.
Alright.
Yeah, seriously. Don't listen to what anyone else says, especially Yuri. Just keep writing poems like this, that's all you need.
Are you sure that's not what you want?
Excuse me? You're talking to a pro, you know. Don't you think you should trust my opinion the most?
I guess that depends. Aren't you biased towards poems that are more simple and cute?
Biased? Of course not. My opinion just happens to be the best. There's one thing I still can't tell. Is Natsuki actually self-aware of her spoiled behavior? At this rate, I don't know if I'll ever figure it out. Fair enough. I'm glad that you like my poem after all. I knew you'd finally understand. Just keep showing me your poems and you'll be a pro before you know it. Anyway, here's the one I wrote. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left you long ago. Let's see. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Okay. I scrolled for excuse me. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. That's a good one. That's a cute one. I like that. I'm trying to think. I thought it was a sonnet at first, but then I've written one before for English, so it looks familiar though. Yeah, I feel like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. So you decided to write about the beach first, and then came up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing. She wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it, or whatever. Well, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Alright, so next I'm going to show mine to Sayori. It was nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. Oh no, Sayori, no. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Astro. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Hehe. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully... Oh no! Shoot. Humming to herself. What I was gonna say is, what if I did Sayori last? I'll load up my last. What one is it? Oh shoot, that was after. Alright, well I'm gonna have to write a poem for Natsuki again.
Um, autosave. Actually, hang on. Save game. Who should I show my poem to now? Alright, right now I'm just gonna go. Okay, so I have this part saved right here. So I'm gonna go back real quick. I just want to see what would happen. Okay, so I did Natsuki's, so I'm gonna do hers. Let's do. Let's do Yuri. We'll do Yuri. Actually, I don't even. All right, we're just hanging out. We're just gonna skip through this. We're gonna do. I'll read it. Oh wait, shoot. All right, you know what? Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read through this one, on this save, autosave, and I'll go back to our other save and continue from there. Decided to try something different today. I guess so. Is that good or bad? Well, neither. I have my preferences, but it would be unfair of me to call something good or bad based on that. As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Eh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clean blue sky, an expanse of bliss. But beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma, the easiest world to get lost in, is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently kick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to a road at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. That's good. I like that one. That's cool. It's a cool poem. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an insane thing to write about. Or inane thing to write about. But I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes.
Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts on once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Okay, so let's go with Monica, and then we'll go with Sarah. I just want to see if anything happens if we choose her last. Hi, Astro. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Haha. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. I like it, Astro. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. There are lots of poems or stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift, the sky victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky.
Excuse me.
Until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and my forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and I find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Interesting. It sounds. Again, I don't want to spoil anything, but it sounds like Monica a little bit.
You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see. I never really put much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about the things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans are two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional? It's... I mean one dimension. So hang on. I'm thinking here two-dimensional because they're in a game. Because they're in like an animated style, they're drawn as like 2D. if you know what I mean. It's interesting if that's what the game is trying to point at, because if it was like, because humans would be 3D, obviously, because 2D is like drawings and stuff. So one-dimensional in their world. I think, if I remember correctly, I think one-dimensional is like just a line. I think. So that's interesting.
Oh yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad.
I got something on my phone quick.
They want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Alright, let's see. Does Sayori, if you pick your last, does anything happen? Okay, so... Oh shoot, sorry. I spit.
Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, alright? Why don't we start figuring out...
Shoot, no. Should I? Okay. I was like, what? Okay, that looks better. I was wondering, because everything looked a little bit...
Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now?
Eh?
Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase in addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here.
It seems you're right. Sigh. Sayori helps...
I don't know why I say sigh. Whatever.
Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on.
She actually wasn't feeling too well, and went home early.
Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of course, all the times you'd like to go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Huh?
That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people.
Calm down. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine.
What'd she say?
Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so...
Monica? You never said what she said. Okay, whatever.
Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I am doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki?
Okay, so I'm gonna go back. I know this probably won't matter at all. Okay, so this all looks normal. Okay, where are we?
Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Ah, jeez, even I can't tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, your beautiful handwriting, you know. You should make some banners or decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Astro, the one who is truly useless. Oh no, self-doubt. Jesus Christ. Oh. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It'd probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I'd be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice. You shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you were like to handle baking on your own. Astro might not be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Astro to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, it's up to Astro to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Astro, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Here comes a save. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with... Alright, so nothing really changed here. I'm just going to overwrite this. I wish I could title my saves. I'm gonna go Sayori. I mean, if it's gonna be anyone, then I'd prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Oh, okay. Okay. Okie dokie then. If I pick Monica, am I just gonna piss them off even more? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pick Monica. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica. Jeez. Yay, you picked me! Hold on 1 second. Yeah? Monica, you're the one who needs the least... You're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. But... I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Astro was the one who... That doesn't matter. You're the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Oh, shoot, this is a bad decision. Jesus. Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. Yeah, that's completely false, Monica. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So are you going to do the right thing, President? Okay. I get it. Sigh. I did it again. It's technically most logical for Astro to help one of you two. So, I guess that's whatever we'll do. Do you have a preference, Astro? Okay, I pissed them off so much. Jesus Christ. Ooh, I feel like I should go back and just load this one. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna save first. Jeez. Oh my god, I pissed Yuri and Natsuki off a lot. Oh, okay, we'll just load this back up. Okay, so Sayori wasn't an option. Monica wasn't an option. So Natsuki or Yuri. I mean, I'm just gonna pick both of their paths and save and just go down both of them. So let's just start with Natsuki. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun, and you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Eh? Just a minute ago, you were saying that... That's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. That's good. Even though Yuri's being melodramatic, it's a little hard not to feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes! Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome. Okay, so... I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna load. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying... So you'll be helping out Yuri then, Astro? Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, you'll be able to handle the baking yourself. I mean, yeah. I already said I'd be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So is that excuse me. So is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a bit. Do you feel the same way, Astro? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No. That's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm so sorry for this. I don't really know why Astro picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. Well, that answered my character's question from earlier. She knows that she's acting immature. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's just time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Eh? I turn around. Sorry, I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. You're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that'd be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way. Still just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Astro. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait. You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason why you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason, though, with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But... Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Eh? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. Jesus. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I had to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself that there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. Alright, so I'm going to save this one here. And I'm going to load Natsuki's timeline. Alright, I've read that. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Astro? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. It's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Oh, she does. God, again, I'm so bad at giving voices. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not, I mean, it's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yuri might be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. It doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look, Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here, and you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. and that'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Jesus. Natsuki, a little harsh there, but it'll work, I guess. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, who to be saying such encouraging things, but I begin to understand. Natsuki is trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best, and all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so... Fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Yuri to the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? Eh? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I had no idea how that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Really? It's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. You better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you're going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone. I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. I can't believe this. Natsuki's gonna be coming to my house on Sunday. This is strange. Playing it like this, and having two different sides of the story playing at like the same time. I feel like I'm playing like a Pokemon game, like especially like Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. It's like opposite things are happening. It's weird. And real quick, I'm gonna check what's the time on this. Hour and 3 minutes. Okay, so what I might do. This is the first time where I won't probably actually complete today. What I might do is I'll probably just get to the part where it says it's Sunday. And then save it here. And then I'll play both of their stories. And then from there, you know. Okay, so there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she's looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. Okay, so it's already Sunday. Just gonna save that here. I'm gonna load. I just want to see where are we at here. Okay, so I can't imagine we're too far ahead from that. Okay, so to save this from getting any longer. Alright, I'm gonna exit. I'm gonna see, because I showed my poem to Natsuki, did I unlock the side story? Okay, I unlocked more poems.
Natsuki's third poem. And then this is Yuri's third poem. Monica's. I guess it's not going to be in every other thing for the side stories in these first. Because what I had is, because I was completing the day as I was unlocking the side stories, and I was showing, so I had showed one to Sayori, that's how I got trust. I had showed one to Yuri, that's how I got understanding. And I had shown mine to Natsuki. I had made one for her. Or like, not showing it, but I wrote one for her. And I'm assuming it's just because that part of the day hasn't gone through yet. I haven't unlocked it yet. But that's what we will be doing next time. Just because we're in an hour and 3 minutes, and I have a feeling, because the third day or whatever, if you get what I mean, it's not really like one day, it's more like two, because you go into the weekend thing, whatever. So I'm going to leave it off there, and I'll continue this next time, but I hope you guys enjoyed. That was fun. So playing through it a bit more. Did I unlock 37%? Okay, I just wanted to see. So I have a 37% data collection now. What does that mean? I'm not going to click through all 198 folders. That's what I found out. Like, the numbered ones are... There's obviously more here, and like these ones too. But these folders, there's 198 of them. And that's because... Now there's 6 here, and there's 6 in each folder, or what you'd think. So there'd really be 216, but because 54 is missing one, 42 I believe is missing another one. Yeah, 42 is missing another one, and then 15 is missing one. You're missing those extra 18 folders, so... But he's like, you're doing the math wrong. There's 216 if there's 6 in each. But you gotta remember, you gotta take those ones out. But I guess if you want to count these, there's like 200. But I've gone through all of them. And I'll have to do it on my own time, because it's just gonna make the video like 15 minutes longer, going through all of them. But yeah, I'll definitely check to see if there's anything new happening. But in terms of the video now, there is nothing else for me to record at the moment, just because I don't need the video to be any longer than it needs to be right now. So if I find anything, I'll bring it up in the next recording. But for now, I hope you all enjoyed. This is fun. I'm really starting to get interested in this game, and I definitely can't wait to finish it. I thought, okay, those of you that have seen the original game, I thought about. So I took a shower earlier, and I was thinking like all the different things you could try to like open up the different files. And I was like, I thought of something for when the thing happens to Sayori. And I thought of something that I could try to do and see if that changes anything. And if you know what I'm talking about, the thing that happens with Sayori, then don't spoil it. But if you don't, then I'll just, when time gets to that, I'm gonna try to see if I can do something about it to change it. But for now, I'll just leave it at that. Don't spoil anything if you're new to the story, because if you're new to the story, then you're kind of, if you're watching this far at this point, you're just kind of watching it through your mind. You don't really care about spoilers, but you don't want to be spoiled on the story, so you don't care like, well, actually playing it yourself, but you know what I mean. But just don't spoil like future events, because it gets crazy. But anyway, that's it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.